Hey everybody, BrickLover18 here today with a tour of my Lego book collection. So ever since I started collecting Lego, I've been a pretty big fan of collecting the Lego books as well. As you can see over the last few years, I have pretty much amassed a pretty decent sized collection of the Lego books. As you can see here, they are all on these two shelves. This light is in the way because as you can see where the fabric and the table end, it's obviously not the prettiest. But for this video, I thought it'd be a really fun idea if I gave you a little bit more of an overview of the different Lego books that I have in my collection. A lot of these books were purchased, but also a lot of them were sent to me by review, and I will try and say which is which when I'm making this video. But of course, nobody is sponsoring me to make this video. I just thought it'd be a really fun idea to give you an update. I made a video like this a couple of years ago now, and people seem to really enjoy it, so let's take a look. This right here is just a better overview of all the different books in this collection. As you can see up top here, these are all actual published books. And then down here, we have some books, but also some magazines and some customized things that aren't necessarily books, but are still included in these shelves. This is quite a bit larger of, the shelves than I used to have. I used to only have one, and then before that, I used to have just a little stack. So it is greatly expanded over the course of the last few years, and let's just get right into looking at it. I'm going to start right over here. The very first book on my shelf is one of my favorite ones. This one I purchased at the Lego house in Bill in Denmark, and it is Building a Dream. This book is, I've made a video about it. It is all about how they built the Lego house. It's really incredible. You should definitely check it out. Or if you aren't going to Bill in Denmark anytime soon, you should check out my video of it. I think it's really cool. But this was like a $50 book, so it's huge. Someday I'd love to have this on my coffee table in my house or something like that. This next book here, I think, is actually one of my favorite Lego books. This is one of the first, this was the first book I got in my collection, not one of the first. And it has been pretty amazing. It's the Lego Ideas book, the Unlock Your Imagination. It's got over 500 different Lego ideas for Lego fans. It is several years old now. I got this for Christmas, and let me tell you, I have made so many of the models or been really inspired by the models from this build, which is exactly what it was intended to do. So this was such a good book for when I was a kid and trying to do like mock building. I still have some of the creations that are built in this book on display here in my Lego room. So definitely one of my all-time favorite books, and my first as well, so that helps. This next one here is also a DK book, and as well as the next few ones are. This one here is the Lego book, and I don't really remember exactly which one this is. I should read these a little bit more often, but I believe this one is all about Lego. And then this one here is very similar to the Lego Ideas book, also from DK, is the Lego Playbook, Ideas to Bring Your Bricks to Life. After that, moving on from some of the DK books, as you can see, these ones have press releases in them, so they were sent to me from review. This one I'm really excited about. It is the Lego animation book, Make Your Own Lego Movies with David Pickett, Brick 101, the Lego YouTuber. I love this one personally because, as you can see, I actually got it signed by David when I was at a Lego convention, Philly Brickfest, and he was there selling the copy of the book. I had this copy already, but I knew he was coming, so I made sure to bring it so I could get him to sign it. This is another book that I really, really like, and I want to be able to use this to do some more things for my Lego city. But as you can see, this is the Lego Neighborhood book from No Starch Press. Shows you how to build your city with different instructions, mocks, and just general ideas. This next book is pretty interesting for those who really like history. Of course, I am one of them. This is the official unauthorized guide of United States Lego. So it's basically a full tour of America. And essentially, there are different pictures made of Lego for every state. It's basically like a full map, a full tour. I would say better than whatever those the books about maps are called, or like the geography books. This is a really cool book all about the states. We've also got the Lego Train book, which again I just reviewed recently, the Lego Train Projects, with 7 instruction manuals for Lego trains. This one here is Extreme Bricks. I don't believe I've read this one cover to cover, but it is spectacular, record-breaking, and astounding Lego projects from around the world and the history about them. So I definitely want to read that, but I just haven't had the chance. This one I also haven't read before. This is a Lego love story. This one's an actual book instead of like a picture book, but again, I have not read it yet. This one's signed by the author as well, but not signed to me because I actually bought it at a yard sale for like $5, and the author signed it to somebody else. So I don't know why anyone would really want to sell a signed book, but it's beneficial for me because I have it. This one here is A Million Little Bricks. Again, this is a full illustrated history, but a pretty in-depth overview. of the history of Lego. This here is a book a lot of people have seen in the past as well. This is the Lego's Builder's Guide, the unofficial one, of course. Basically, all the information, tips, and tricks that anyone might need to know to build Lego. I haven't gone cover to cover on this one as well, but I've definitely skimmed through it. This one here is from an idea to Lego. This one's really cool because this is like a kid's picture book, basically giving the full history of the Lego brand. Again, another really, really cool Lego history book. This is actually the assassination, the Brick Chronicles on the attempts of the lives of 12 U.S. presidents. This is one of my favorite books. As you can see, it is very thick, and it's a full story book showing in detail the assassination attempts or successes of the presidents in the United States. And it's a comic book, so there's so many different pictures here. It took a lot of time for them to do. I definitely recommend checking this out. Not only is it really cool because it's all of Lego, it also provides a lot of history. This next book is really cool as well. This is the Lego Architecture Idea Book from Alice Finch. So we all know Alice from creating the amazing Hogwarts Castle, and it's just incredible. So Alice also created this one, and it gives 1,001 ideas for brickwork, siding, windows, columns, roofing, and so much more. I definitely, next time I go to build a mock or anything like that with a building, I'm going to refer to this because my designs are getting old and I need to spice them up a little. Another one you'll remember from one of my reviews, I've got the Lego Train book, which is showing a bunch of different trains and how to bring your model railroad to life. I do really enjoy the Lego Train books because I get to learn a lot about trains that I don't really know. This book here is to celebrate the Lego Boost, the new set. This is the Boost Idea book. Unfortunately, I don't have the actual Boost set, so I have never been able to use this book or any of the things in it, but it's still really cool and has some really great ideas for some of you who may actually have the Boost set. There's over 95 simple robots and hints for making more fun. We've also got the Lego Micro Cities book, which I really enjoyed this one because you know how much I love cities. I built a micro city a long time ago, but mine certainly did not look this cool at all. So this book is really awesome because it gives you lots of different examples and suggestions for how to build the best micro city out there. This book is also really cool. I always love the books that have really awesome builds in it. This is the Lego Zoo from No Starch Press as well. There are over 50 easy to build animals in there. As you can see, there's like anything from a giraffe to a lion to a crab to even a rat or a mouse. This one's really cool, especially great for kids who want to start building animals and learning a little bit more about them. Very, very enjoyable. Moving back on to some of the DK Publishing books, as you can see, this one here I remember with the Toy Soldier was all the rage just a couple years ago trying to get this book from DK. It is basically a comprehensive history, I believe, from Series 1 to Series 10. Which would make sense because it includes 160 Lego minifigures, all about, Mr. Gold was in here and everything like that. So this is a really cool, it came with that exclusive minifigure, so it was definitely important for me to get at the time. This next book here is also about Lego minifigures, and it came with the Zombie DJ Skater or something or other, but as you can see, I took this out. Zombie Skateboarder, I was right. So it's got a full history of Lego minifigures and a whole bunch of different, insights into those as well if you're interested in learning about that. This set also from DK is actually one I've never opened, but I got for Christmas a few years ago. This is the On the Move collection. It has 3 great books with Things That Go, the Amazing Minifigure Sticker Book, and Amazing Places. As you can see, they are all in here, and I really do have to read them. And it also comes with this book, or not this book, but it comes with this Lego set. It's a mini model build that I believe I have the big model. I don't know if I kept it together or anything anymore, but I believe I have this set, so I'll have to look for it and maybe actually build it. Here we've got some official Lego magazines. So these ones that were official magazines that Lego released. I remember I bought this one last year, special Newsweek edition, all about Lego, celebrating the world's most favorite toy, which was really fun. And then this one was a little while ago. It's the Lego Fans Guide. It's basically a combination of a lot of these DK publishing books, all condensed into this one guide that was like $6 or something like that. It was a pretty interesting read, and I liked it because it was small. Another DK book, which didn't come with any minifigures or anything like that, so that's why it is so tiny, but it is standing small, and it basically just celebrates 30 years of the Lego minifigures. This one here is, again, one I'm really bad, and I haven't actually built the set that comes out of it yet, but it is the Lego City Build Your Own Adventure set. This comes with the one book here, as well as all the parts to be able to build that Lego minifigure. Back here we've got, it's too big to pull out, but it is the Lego Brick Bible. I believe I've made a video on this as well, but it is both the Old and the New Testament fully illustrated in Lego, which is really cool. So if you're trying to teach your kids about religion, or like my parents were, they just wanted me to have a Bible, this is a really cool one to have because it's all illustrated out of Lego and makes it actually really interesting. This next book here is a fun one, from Harry Potter. I'll pull it out briefly so you can see the minifigure is still included for this one, but this was fun because I actually got it for $3 at the dollar store, and I bought a bunch of them and tried to sell them, and it was a disaster ever since, but it's really cool. Great to have another Harry Potter book in the collection. And finally, the very last one that's hard to get out on this shelf is the Lego minifigure guide year by year. As you can see, it came with a few minifigures as well. I just left them in here just for now. But this is also a full comprehensive overview of the LEGO minifigures. I know this video is long enough, so I won't spend too much more time down here. I won't show you each individual cover, but as you can see, this first magazine holder, these are all LEGO catalogs from over the years. Some are really old, some are more recent, obviously, but I'll have to make a full video showing the different catalogs over the years because they're so different, so many different sets and prices and things like that. Right next to that, I've got brick journals. I have 6 issues here, all in print, and then I've actually been receiving them every year for the last several years, the digital copy. So I've got them all on my iPad, which is really cool, and I definitely make sure to read those up. Oh, and then over here are the Blocks magazines. I've been getting these every month for the last several years now, so I've got Blocks from up to 2018 because I didn't have very many before that, and then all the Blocks from the last 2 years, which are really fun to read, and one of my favorite LEGO magazines by far. And then over here, I've just got LEGO Club magazines. I haven't got the LEGO Club magazine in so long because they just never send it to me. I tried to sign up as a kid again, but I guess they caught me. And then down here, I've got the stupid awesome collector album of Lego Movie 2 trading cards. For some reason, I was really into that. I've got this, what is this? Oh, and Lego Ninjago minifigure book, and I keep it turned so I can fit it in with the Lego Movie minifigure book, which is right here. Got a Lego City sticker book, a Lego Ninjago sticker book, a Lego minifigure sticker book, a couple Lego storybooks about Christmas. This is about Ninjago and Lego Movie. This is really cool. I don't even think I've ever opened this up. I really should do this from the 60 years of Lego. Big B Bricks helped me get that. I'm gonna make a video on that. I've never opened it, but this Lego journal, this book from How to Make a Lego Movie, which is really cool. I enjoyed this one. I believe it comes with Lego as well that I've never opened. This here is my book of all the third-party customs, which you've seen in a couple other videos. And then here's basically just a bunch of other random little things. Like we got some National Geographic sets, the Lego Movie 2 guidebooks, a Build magazine, Lego Mindstorms flyers, and a bunch of like Brick Fair guides and things like that. So this is all pretty random there. That's why it's at the very back. But this is all the books in my collection. As you can see, I could be reading these for days, which is really exciting. I think it's important to read. But of course, I like building Lego, and I think this is just a really great library to have. So thanks everybody so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. You'll have to check out my last Lego book collection video to see what new books have been added or which ones have changed. But anyway, thanks again so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.